hey, you put me on Speak for Yourself, and these jugs and me could be your little plaything.
Now, everybody has had a lot to say about the whole Joy Taylor situation, especially people who used to work at Fox, Jason Whitlock being the main one. So this is a raw reaction from me. I've never watched this video before, but I'm really interested in what he has to say, just because he worked at Fox with her. So let's hear what Jason Whitlock has to say about Joy Taylor.
Of Joy Taylor. I don't have harsh opinions of Joy Taylor. She's not someone that I didn't get along with. I basically, for the most part, just kept my distance from Joy Taylor. And I kept my distance, not because I didn't like her, it's just because I knew myself. I know myself. I know what I'm capable of. And
what you're capable of? Hold on.
That big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like,
hold on, dog. Hold on, Jason. Why everything you talk about gotta be food, bruh? You talking about peanut butter skin, big rack, like a rack of ribs and peanut butter. Why does everything gotta be about food, bro? Pick another comparison, dog. You over here talking about food, peanut butter skin, and big rack. Come on, man.
Jay, keep your distance. That's going to get you into trouble. And so that's what I did. I kept my distance. Because when you put some woman in a job, talking sports with a bunch of men, it's a job she's not qualified for. She's talking sports with professional athletes, people that did it at the highest level. She's talking sports with me or Colin Cowherd or other people that have like really studied sports at a super high level. What is she?
I will say this, though. I will say this. This is how you know a woman is good at talking sports. See, a lot of these women, if they're not on TV, you would never hear them talking sports. Because you see, a lot of networks, they know that the main consumers of these sports talk is really men. And what do men like? Women, most of the time, they like to look they like to look at like an attractive body or an attractive face, right? So they're gonna push a pretty woman on these sports shows. Why? To bring in more viewers that are men, to get more ratings, higher ratings. You get what I'm saying? So it all ties in. The only way you know that a woman can really talk sports is if she's on the radio. If this woman is on the radio when you cannot see her, all you can do is hear her or hear her valid points, and she still has good ratings, that's how you know. But a lot of these women, if you were to put them on radio, they wouldn't get any listeners because nobody trying to hear what they got to say. They just want to see what they look like. And that's facts.
She have to offer other than her sex appeal. And so should we be surprised that she leaned into that? No, we should. They put her in that position where it's the only thing she had to offer. And so she offered it up and got what she wanted. Let's think this through. As if you go into the lawsuit and the things that Nusheen says and the way she says things played out, Joy Taylor was some sort of fill-in talk show host down in Miami who, people in Miami kind of knew who she was. I think she may have had some association with Dan Le Batard or whatever, but she hadn't taken Miami by storm as a radio talk show host. She was a little extra, attractive girl. Jason Taylor's sister. Hey, let's put her on radio. But she hadn't really done anything. But somehow she's qualified to be the host of Undisputed, a debate show between Skip Bayless, who, like him or not, was an accomplished sports journalist for a time, and a Hall of Fame football player in Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe.
Well, if y'all read the lawsuit, y'all already know why she got on that show. She got on that show because Skip was forced to hire her because the boss that she was sleeping with allegedly actually wanted this to happen. So basically, in the court documents, it was alleged that because of her and the relationship with Mr. Dixon, right? She got that job because of him. So he basically handed her that job. And the reason why Skip Bayless had to do it was because that guy was above Skip Bayless. So the boss, Skip's boss, basically say, look, hire her for the job. And that's what I want. And that's what happened.
Reached the top of the sports industry. Skip Bayless reached the top of the sports media industry. And Joy Taylor had done some radio work down in Miami. What does she have to offer? So how does she get that job? How does she even get that opportunity? Because she's got a big pair of cans, and she's, according to Sheen, she's willing to let people enjoy those big cans of hers.
Damn, man. Damn, Jason, you ain't had to do it like that, man. But it really seems like she screwed her way to the top. You know what I'm saying? With everything that I'm reading, it really does come across that way, because I've seen Joy Taylor. I'm not somebody that's a random person talking. I've actually watched Joy Taylor when she was on Undisputed. I watched her when she was on Colin Cowherd's show. I watched her, and to be totally honest with you, she really had nothing to offer. All her takes were recycled takes. She never gave a fresh perspective on anything. And when she did give a fresh perspective that I've never heard before, it never really made sense. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these women on these podcasts or sports shows, I should say, a lot of them are really eye candy. And like I said before, you know they are eye candy because if you put them on radio, their ratings are trash. You understand? Let's continue.
That's how we got here. And it's not Joy Taylor's fault. And I want to go through and just, I'm trying not to disparage Joy Taylor, but the facts are the facts. I can remember I'm at Fox Sports at the time, and I ran into some friction because I didn't want a woman on a show that I was doing at Fox Sports. And so this is in 2015, 16, at the very beginning. And I can remember they brought Joy Taylor in for a test on the show that I was doing. Yeah, this is at the time when I was going to be initially doing my own show, and Cowherd was doing something else. And just keeping it all the way real, Charlie Dixon wanted her to be involved with my show. And so we brought her in for a test. And I didn't think the test went well. And I let everybody know, hey, I don't think this test went well. I don't want, this isn't the direction I wanted to go. I was trying to play nice and trying to meet them halfway in terms of okay, you guys are insisting on a woman being on this show because that's what everybody wants. And I was like, well, you need to bring a grown-ass woman on the show if it's going to be with me. It can't be at this time. This is 10 years ago. Joy Taylor's probably 25, 26 years old. You talking about?
I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. This whole thing about Joy Taylor coming on shows, it was all for sex appeal, man. It was all for the looks. It was all for aesthetics. It was all to bring in male viewership. You need to understand what the bottom line is for a lot of these networks. It's not about the women knowing sports. It's about the women bringing in the viewers. You understand what I'm saying? So I get the people are saying, yes, she didn't deserve her job, which I agree with. I don't think she deserved her job. But the bottom line that these companies are trying to accomplish is they want a pretty face on TV. That's all they want. Ratings is what matters to them. And they felt like Joy Taylor was going to bring in those ratings. And Joy Taylor knew this, so she used it to her advantage.
I mean, I got a lot of discipline, but 25-year-old with them big cans and that peanut butter skin who has nothing to say, at some point I'm going to lose respect. And I'm like, well, the only thing she's got to offer is them big cans and that peanut butter skin. And so if I got to put up with this, I might as well enjoy them big cans. And so I said no.
Jason, I gotta say, dog, I gotta say, man, it seems like you was trying to dip your wiener in that well, bro. It seemed to me like, you know what I'm saying, that's why you avoided her, because you didn't want to fall into the, you know what I'm saying, temptation of hitting Joy. But personally, bro, I don't think you stood a chance, man. I'm not even being funny, dog. I don't think you stood a chance with Joy Taylor at all. Just looking at the type of man she's been involved with, bro, I don't think you're her type. But I get what you're saying, though. I feel you on that. I really do.
I don't want to put myself in that position. And so I can remember I brought in Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie Bernstein's around my age, a few years younger, perhaps. But I was like, she's been around the block. She actually has been involved in sports media for a long time. She might have something of substance to offer. And the test we did with Bonnie Bernstein went much better. And I was like, if we're going to go, they were adamant, no Bonnie Bernstein. When I look back in retrospect, when I say they, I'm
So they were adamant because, like I said earlier, Joy was the one that the boss wanted. Now, in retrospect, when we think about the lawsuit, right? If you saw my earlier video, by the way, if you didn't see it, you should go see it. The lawsuit was really talking about, was really owning it. Joy Taylor was basically grooming her hairstylist and how to move up the ranks. And the way she was grooming her, according to the hairstylist in the alleged lawsuit, is that the way to get up the ranks is to really, you know what I'm saying, be friendly with management or upper management or people above you and do them sexual favors. You get what I'm saying? Whatever you got to say, whatever you got to do that. And that's how you move up around here. And I felt like Joy, in her head, she felt like that was the only option she had. She felt like she didn't have nothing else to bring to the table except the physical. And that's what she was using to get ahead. And when obviously the other lady, she had a problem with it because she wasn't going along with it. And that's where the friction started between them. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where the entire issue stemmed from.
talking about Jamie Horowitz. And I don't know if I heard from Charlie Dixon on this, but I certainly heard from Jamie. They were adamant. No Bonnie Bernstein. And when I look back in retrospect, I'm not trying to disparage anybody. I'm just keeping it real. This show is called Fearless. I got to tell you the truth so you can understand these things. When I look back in retrospect, they were like, Bonnie Bernstein, she was 20 years ago. You know, we've had our way with Bonnie Bernstein. We want something fresh and new.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So you're telling me that they're saying that they didn't want Bonnie Bernstein on the show instead of Joy because she was already ran through. So they clapped them cheeks 20 years ago. Now she old, so they don't want her no more. They want the young thing right now. And that's whose cheeks getting clapped presently. Is that what you're saying? I did not expect that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
And so Bonnie Bernstein, a woman that's pushing 45, 50 at that time, no value. I like Charlie Dixon, the executive that allegedly was sleeping with Joy Taylor, and that's how she got her position, according to Sheen in this lawsuit. Just in the interest of transparency and just me keeping it real, when I was at Fox Sports, I don't know if this is factual, but I know what everybody thought. Everybody, these stories that Sheen's talking about in this lawsuit, they were widespread and prevalent in 2016.
Whoa. So you're telling me that what the lady's alleging in the lawsuit, it was a big thing at work. So it was a big rumor at work. So it's new to us. But if you worked at Fox Sports, this is not new to anybody. That's crazy, man. That's nasty word, Joy Taylor. God damn.
Everybody across Fox Sports thought and gossiped about Joy Taylor and Charlie Dixon. Again, I heard the same talk as everyone else. My name was Bennett. I wasn't in it. But I do know that the women, and I'm going to leave a name out of this. I'm going to leave names out of this. But what's alleged in this lawsuit about Joy Taylor and her sleeping with Charlie Dixon and her telling Nusheen and others that she will control Charlie Dixon and that she will say that he sexually harassed her if he ever gets out of line.
What?
That was a common play. That was a common tactic by women in sports media. What Joy Taylor was, she's more transparent in talking about it than perhaps she should have been, but that was a very common practice.
So you're telling me that Joy Taylor, she was sleeping, allegedly, she was sleeping with the boss, and she's telling everybody and her peers that anyhow he tried to get her out of there, she would say he sexually harassed her and drag him. Bro, how vindictive is this woman? Like, this is nuts, man.
I had a very attractive, big-breasted woman that wanted to work at Fox Sports and wanted to, another one, I'm not talking about Christine, but another one that wanted to be on Speak for Yourself. And she would ask me out to dinner about once a month and just let me know that in subtle and not so subtle ways, hey, you put me on Speak for Yourself, and these jugs and me could be your little plaything. And I value my independence. I value my ability to say what I think. I didn't want to give anybody leverage over me. And this, I've told you guys previous stories about executives asking me, hey, who on the network would you most like to sleep with? And my thoughts always.
That's not surprising, man. That's not surprising. That's how a lot of these so-called companies are, man. They make it seem like they have this clean image outside, but on the inside, if you're far up enough and you know enough people, you'll see they're just as dirty, man. They're just as dirty. They'll sleep with your wife. They'll do anything, man. It's corporate America. That's how they get down. I'm not surprised at any of this.
Is where, particularly at that time out in Los Angeles, when I was out there from 2010 to 2020, I'm just like, I'm on TV, I make enough money, and there's enough women out here just giving it away, attractive women just giving it away. I don't need to be doing anything here on the job that could potentially undermine me. I didn't want to be in anybody's potential lawsuit. I didn't want Nusheen or anybody, not that I think Nusheen's a bad person, but I didn't want anybody having a lawsuit where they're talking about me. It's unnecessary. If you enjoyed that video, be sure.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Jason Whitlock, I'm not the biggest fan of yours, man. I don't even, to be totally honest with you, man, I don't even like you, bro. I don't even like you. But I gotta say, you made a couple valid points here, man. So I'm not gonna get mad at you because you're making a lot of sense. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just a damn shame, man, that in this day and age, we have women out here like Joy Taylor who will do anything to get ahead. And then if you try to call them out or take them out of their position, they will do anything, including claiming a false sexual harassment lawsuit to cut you down too. So they're going in just for themselves. People like that, you got to stay away from them. Women like that are vindictive. And I think if all this is true, Joy Taylor deserves to lose her job and she should not be on TV ever again. That's just my thoughts on it, man. But let me know what you guys think about it, all right? Until next time, man, I'm going to catch up with y'all. Y'all be safe. I'm out of here.